So like I said, edible story time. So, gang, mind you, okay, so me, I don't do drugs. I never did. Wait, what? What? When the game get like this advanced? Anyway, like I said, I don't do no type of drugs. I don't do nothing. Bro, what am I? Can I run? Bro, what? What is all of this, bro? Okay, cool. I can run now. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. I can run now. I bet. As I was saying, I don't do drugs. I don't, I don't partake in that. I don't drink. I don't. Autumn and summer. I don't drink. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't like. Hold on. This is mad loud. I don't drink. I don't smoke. None of that. And I had just turned 18, so this was January. This was like a week after my birthday. Actually, this was like February. This was literally a week after my birthday, like exactly a week. I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? And bro, get away, gang. I probably can't open it. I'm not gonna lie. This. I actually probably can't. I'm not gonna lie. No, I can't. Get up. Anyway, no more interruptions. Oh God. So from the beginning, this was a week after my birthday. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. Da da da. Never have in my life. I would drink maybe on like an occasion. If it's a holiday. So week after my birthday. I'm at work, and for some odd reason, I just decided. Well, my coworkers was taking them, so I'm like, all right, bet you know what I'm saying? They offered me one, and usually I would say no. But I had just turned 18, and I'm like, bro, why not? So originally they was telling me to take like half. They was telling me, take half or just take a piece. And I didn't I was unsure how to break it. I was like, how do I break it? How do I take half? And nobody like really saying nothing. So I'm not gonna lie, I ate the whole thing. So I put the whole thing in my mouth, and I'm thinking it's cool. I go back to working. You know what I'm saying? When I took edible, I was like, yo, watch out, gang. So, I took it and I'm going back to work and everything is cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't really feel nothing. I'm thinking this something light. I'm finna get through this. You know what I'm saying? Make it through the day. Bro, like an hour later, or I don't know how long. Yeah, like an hour, 2 hours later, hour and a half. Gang, my vision just started changing. And I'm thinking like, is something wrong? All right. All right, hello, chat. All right, bet, we back. Basically, wait, hold on. Why is my Google on this thing? Need this whole thing on this monitor. All right, as I was saying before I was really interrupted. Wait, where my audio? Am I bugging? I can actually. We can have some music playing. All right, bet. No drugs. All right, I don't do drugs. 18. So, like I said, I just turned 18 a week ago. I've never done drugs in my life. I don't drink unless it's like an occasion, birthday or holiday. All of that good stuff. Now, on this day, I was at work and my coworkers was taking edibles, and I was just like, they offered me one, and usually I say no, but I was like, you know what? Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So they wanted me to take half or a piece. and I didn't really know how to break it. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just, you know what I'm saying, take this whole thing whole. Gang, like I said, I took the edible, and next thing you know, I'm going back doing my job. Everything seemed fine. I'm thinking I'm finna get through the day, bro. Wait, how my mic keep? It's because these kids keep touching us. All right, bet. It just. All right, this might be the best it's gonna get. So, took it, and you know, like I said, I'm working normally. Everything seems normal. And an hour later, hour and a half, it just felt like I was losing vision. Like my vision was going out. I don't know. Like, I don't know. And next thing you know, I went to my coworker and I was like, I think something wrong. I went to the one that gave me. I was like, I think something wrong. And she was like, you know, working. So I'm like, hold on, I'm a come back. So I tried to go back to work as if nothing was wrong. Like I tried to ignore it, bro. I couldn't take it no more, and it felt like my heart was beating on my chest. Like it was horrible. So I was like, I don't know. I basically I called her to the back, and we both went to the back. Like I said, what, bro? Took it. Hour later, literally feel like my heart jumping on my chest. Like I'm bugging. I feel like I can't breathe. So we go to the back, and I'm fully conscious. Oh, I'm shaking too. I'm fully conscious and I'm fully aware. But it's like I can't control it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. So we go to the back, and she called the police, and then we call 911. And I was in there. I was like drinking water. Be quiet. I was drinking water. She was on the phone with 911. She was on the phone with 911. They had me and like answering questions. Like she would hold up fingers and I had to answer the question and stuff like that, just to like make sure that I'm, you know, I'm aware. So I got all of them right, but I'm just like shaking so crazy, like hyperventilating almost. So at this point, my heart felt like it was beating fast as fuck, right? But then when I thought I had calmed down a little bit, I went back to the front. I went back to the front. Oh my god. I went back to the front. And like I said, it just felt like my heart was pounding and beating on my chest. I got done. Like I felt like that after that feeling was over, I went to the front. And I was about to start working again. But as soon as I got to the front, it felt like my heart was like moving slow as shit. Like it was just finna, you know what I'm saying? Like cut off on me. So I'm like, yo. So now I'm shaking again. I'm just bugging, bro. I'm ready to go home. So I guess the ambulance is on the way. So they get there. Oh, first of all, bro, I'm literally like I'm jumping. Like my legs are. It's looking like I'm twerking. I'm literally like bouncing up and down. Like I'm shaking my teeth. I'm hitting Saucy Santana. Day. So, yeah, I'm just shaking, like my legs shaking horribly bad. So, EMS get there or whatever. They load me on the truck. And as the ride to the hospital was horrible. Cause like the speed of the van or like me feeling the bumps, I don't know, it just made it way worse. And it felt like I was in a video game like hitting turbo. Like it literally felt like my FOV would zoom out and then I would just get boosted. Like it was like vroom, like I don't know. So that car ride was terrible. And then I'm having moments where I gotta like keep stretching my legs out because I don't know, I just felt like I had to move. I felt like I couldn't sit still. So we finally make it to the hospital, and well, on the ride to the hospital I told my mama and my grandma like, oh, I had an edible. So we get to the hospital, and like I said, I'm fully aware, but at this time I feel like I was like, I couldn't speak. Like I could barely speak. So I get in the hospital and it's just this fat nigga looking at me. And I wanna like gang, what is you looking at? But I can't talk. So I can't jump. So like I said, I'm fully aware. So I'm hearing everybody saying they're like, oh yeah, I remember my first edible, them edibles that do it to you, da 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 da. And I'm just hearing all of this. I'm just taking it in. I literally just don't open my mouth. So they get me to the room or whatever. You know, I take my stuff off, and then I sit on the bed. I get from the wheelchair to the hospital bed. Now, at this point, I'm thinking I'm calm. Like I said, I'm breathing normally, and then my auntie and my grandma was in the room, and I was talking normally, but I just felt so like tired. Like my eyes was like real low, and I felt normal. Ish. So like I said, I'm thinking I'm good. For some odd reason, I just got boosted again. I was like real shaky. I guess it had hit its peak or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't do drugs. Somebody enlighten me. Cause after that had passed, I felt calm, and then eventually it had just started back up again. Like it was like a free trial. Like I don't know. So it started back up again, and so now I'm just like shaking. And I feel like I can't sit still again. And my lips are, oh my God, my lips was so dry. And I was just like mad air hungry. Like I was like literally reaching my head up, opening my mouth, trying to get some air because my lips were so dry. I literally couldn't lick my lips. Every time I would lick my lips, it felt like them bitches about to fall off. So, I'm not gonna lie. It was bad. Like I have a video of me literally trying to get up and run out the hospital bed. Because like I said, I feel like I couldn't sit still. I also mouthed to my mom that I was gonna, you know what I'm saying, croak. So they put this IV in me, and after that, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember what happened. I remember just laying there, and then next thing you know, I guess I'm asleep. But I wake up in the middle of the night, and I have to pee. Now I've never really like been to the hospital. I only figured this out after I got out. I didn't know there was a button to get like the attention of people. So I'm like lightly talking. I'm saying like, excuse me, or like, is anybody there? You know what I'm saying? Trying to get somebody attention. I had to pee. But while I was in the truck, I can't see. While I was in the truck, they gave me this bag just because I had to throw up. I'm not gonna lie, I had to try to pee in that bag. So now, what had happened was, I'm laying, like, mind you, I'm laying down. I'm trying to pee. So that didn't go well. It got outside the bag and on the hospital bed and on the floor. So now it's pee on me. It's pee on the floor. It's pee everywhere. On my hands. I'm not gonna lie, I don't give a fuck. I just know I had to pee. So I peed. The next thing you know, I went back to sleep. The next thing I remember is me leaving the hospital and getting, I don't even remember getting in the car to leave the hospital. I only remember getting out the car. I only remember getting out the car and being at home, and I got home and I immediately just laid down and went to sleep. And the next morning, I still kind of felt like high, just a little bit. So eventually, I guess it wore off or whatever. And now, my family is making jokes about it, blah blah blah. And them videos that they got of me, I'm not gonna lie, them still kind of like traumatizing because the whole time I'm in a hospital bed, you hear a little monitor or whatever the thing is that's beeping, and clearly that wasn't helpful. So I was just like, I don't know, that noise was like scary. So whenever I would hear that noise or whenever somebody would watch the video, I would turn it off. Like I literally went, I think a month after the incident without watching the videos because I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to hear that sound. But eventually I ended up watching it, and it's actually bad. Like I'm dead ass. You can see me trying to run and shake up out the chair, and my lips literally look dry. They look fucking white. Like I said, I literally thought I was gonna croak. That was just a horrible experience. And to this day, I have not done any drug, unless you argue caffeine. That's a story time for another day. We might get to that later. I might tell that one later. But that edible, that was horrible. I don't ever want to do that again. I'm never gonna do that again. That was horrible. Never again. I'm not doing it. Like, that's honestly what started the downfall of like my nervous system. Cause like ever since then, it's just been like, I'm not even gonna tell the full story, but since then, like a month later, I had chugged the Red Bull. My dumb ass chugged the Red Bull. I had acid reflux, and then I basically gave myself like health anxiety. I couldn't sleep. I literally had sleep insomnia off of this Red Bull because I thought with acid reflux I couldn't eat certain foods and this, and that, and I drove myself crazy. Then on top of that, at work the other like a couple weeks ago, I had a random panic attack. I had to go to the hospital then. And ever since that panic attack, my nervous system ain't really been right. I'm recovering, and I feel like I'm like 90% now. But ever since that edible, that sparked everything. Ever since then, everything has just been downhill. So we won't be doing that no more. No more edibles. I don't drink. I might get into full detail to the other stories later.